Hello, and welcome to the second episode of The Gray Matter. Today I want to get something off my chest because now that Trump's in office, people have been looking back at Obama's legacy, and I think that a lot of lefties have been looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, calling Obama things like dignified, intelligent, and classy. I characterize him more as corrupt, bloodthirsty, and spineless, and that's not to be rude or disrespect the president, it's just a reality of what he's done during his tenure. For example, he went into office promising change but refused to jail anyone responsible for the banking crisis or war crimes committed by the previous administration as outlined in the CIA torture report. The CIA torture report that he made classified for at least another decade, by the way, in recent actions before leaving office. Even when he and his party controlled all levels of government, he pushed right-wing healthcare reform originally developed by the Heritage Foundation. His party has lost a record number of seats during his tenure because he refuses to hold the Republicans accountable for obstruction, be it the dozens of times they've tried to repeal their own healthcare plan, or their obstruction over his Supreme Court pick, not that I agree with that pick at all, or his jobs bill for that matter, which again didn't go far enough and included far too many tax cuts for the extremely wealthy. He never fought from the position of the left. He always started from the center and allowed himself to be pulled further to the right in the name of compromise. He expanded the NSA, he exiled Edward Snowden, and until recently made an example of Chelsea Manning. He used the Espionage Act more than any president in history, all while originally campaigning on transparency. Habeas corpus is gone. During his campaign, he stated that he was for unions and the working man, but he never supported any protests in that effect, often actively defeating them. He pushed the TPP full well knowing it would do terrible things for what little manufacturing we have left, not to mention the secret courts that would have been established, allowing industries to sue government for regulating in the name of the people and the environment. And that's just what was leaked. God knows what horrendous shit was in there. Ask yourself why they would have still kept it so secret if that was the worst of it. He expanded our drone program, which I consider to be a war crime in and of itself, to 7 or 8 different countries. Until recently, he was as much a fan of Joe Baby Drill as that fucking airhead Sarah Palin. He refused to act forcibly to end racial injustice and militarized policing, instead choosing to play both sides instead of doing something for his own people, the same people who came out for him in droves in both campaigns and made it so historic. Worst of all is probably that he handed the keys to a dictatorship to Donald Trump when he chose to stay silent regarding the election fraud happening in his own party, in favor of the second most unpopular politician in the country in Hillary Clinton. It's shocking to me that in light of all this, some still wonder why the Dems have lost control at all levels of government, while others look back at Obama with fondness. Please remind me again what he did well. Make jokes at correspondence dinners? Sing R&B on the campaign trail? Being friendly with children who visited the White House? Or giving speeches every now and again? The fact of the matter is, whenever it was really important, Obama was a colossal failure, and the base of his party is right to abandon him, even if it means the greater of two evils in the short term.